Hello, man. It is the MGTOW Recluse yet again. For this video, I'd like to talk about the obligatory minimalism video that MGTOW channels always tend to get around to talking about. So, typically, I pride myself in the fact that I have all of my possessions. I can fit it all into one room. I like this about myself. I feel like I don't really need too much to be happy. And the less you have, the more freedom you feel. The best things in life are free. All of that. Especially if you're single, if you're MGTOW, just going your own way. You are able to divert your funds and your energy into more worthwhile pursuits. I am contemplating whether or not if I want to advance within my career. There's no real motivation for me to do it. I feel like perhaps I will have more female attention just come out of the woodwork just because of the the next rung up the ladder. But I really don't want to do it for those reasons. But I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't have those thoughts. But just being efficient, not having to stress about your life way too much. Budgeting is the best thing that you can do. But sometimes you just want to go off and excel and see what you can do just for yourself. And the best way to make self-esteem for yourself is to do esteemable acts. So, I feel like I'm on a good trajectory. I feel like, things are really good with the gym. Things are going off on the right foot with my job. I just don't want to feel stagnant, so I'm feeling, I'm just looking into the options here. This is beside the point. With minimalism, you want to make enough money to live within your means, but sometimes you want to just see what you can do, and sometimes less is more, and especially if you're working and you have the time to work and you don't want to spend it with a woman, you can take that extra money and apply it to fun things. You'll be making more money short term, therefore you can be on top of your payments more, on top of whatever debts you may or may not have. You can be on top of purchases. You don't want to spend more than you make, and being being male is a beneficial thing because we typically are more long-term thinkers, and we save more along the way, and we're just happy with not very much, and that's what's kind of wonderful about us. We're very simple, and really you don't need much. I was thinking about trips and travels and stuff, and how women want to do that, and how my own personal goals when it comes to all that is I just kind of want to stay around my area, maybe visit a few areas that I've been to. I want to go back to the university campgrounds just because it's about 3 hours away. I'd like to visit the campus before I die. Go to next state over to a cabin I frequented a whole lot. See if I can get a place back there and rent it out, and just looking into different things, just little short-term goals. But I don't really have much of a bucket list. I was thinking about little pleasures, like with being a minimalist. I never had a chance to really play 4-player Dreamcast games with people, and I'd like to have a projector and go out into the woods somewhere in my backyard and set up a big old screen for a projector, projection screen or whatever, and just be out, break out the extension cords, and I used to be more into drinking and smoking weed, but I'm just more content with a cup of coffee and just being around people. I've found that I've really enjoyed the things that are just free. I don't really feel the need to do anything if it's necessarily illegal or anything like that. I just want to have fun, and I can do that just being a natural human being. And yeah, that's another thing about minimalism. We don't, you don't have to stress if you are abstaining from alcohol and marijuana. You don't really have to stress about going to the store and having those awkward, interactions with the cashiers and the judgment and all that stuff in your head. And you don't have to worry about freaking out and being paranoid about marijuana. You don't have to worry about getting in touch with your dealer and freaking out when you're getting low because you're just, you really enjoy it that much. But yeah, I was never so much of a, I don't know, weed's not addictive anyway, but yeah, I was a little bit worried about alcohol because, yeah, I didn't start drinking until I was in my 20s, and I'm like 32 now, so yeah, I never really developed a chemical dependency, which is a good thing. But anyway, tangents is the best thing I do, isn't it? But with minimalism, I always thought about doing an RV or a small house, something like that, like a little camper or something, or just doing something really amazing with that. But yeah, yeah. Storage locker. I always heard those things were a little bit too expensive. You might as well get a house, I guess, if you're gonna live somewhere and have a storage locker, I suppose. But yeah, just like living on a very small scale. I just think it's a really awesome thing that you can do because everything's temporary. We're all debt wage slaves to the banksters and all that. We can talk about all that. The people who own the printing presses, the Rothschilds and all that. But yeah, we're all just legally dead on paper, something like that. Like we're all just a bunch of we're not human. We're entities, and everything that we own is taxed and eventually will be reclaimed. Just wrap your mind around that. Everything's temporary, so what's the point of having a big old house with all these rooms you don't use? When all you really need is just a room, maybe a little entertainment, just maybe like a little kitchen area, bathroom, of course. You really just don't really need much, just, something small. So yeah, minimalism, just promoting that whole concept and idea. If there's anything that you can do where you can kind of streamline your life and just kind of prioritize, if you have collections, I think that you need to have your hobbies, but at the same time, just don't let the things that you own overwhelm you, and try to strike a balance. And I don't know, just the whole point of my channel is to just kind of vent and let you know my feelings and everything, and to keep you. So apparently, I appreciate you, kind listener, and yeah, go MGTOW.